Lowe's knows how to help you get the most out of your store run. That's why members save more with My Lowe's Rewards. Earn points towards My Lowe's money on eligible purchases. Get access to member-only deals and free member gifts. Plus, unlock free standard shipping when you reach Silver Key status. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Are negative Google reviews hurting your business? Don't let unfair feedback cost you customers. At Webamax, we specialize in removing false, misleading, and damaging reviews so your online reputation stays strong. Our expert team works quickly and legally to clean up your digital presence, helping you rebuild trust. Visit us on the web at www.gowebamax.com. That's GOWEBIMAX.com, or text us for a free quote at 856-840-8343. Don't let bad reviews define you. Get immediate help from Webamax.
This episode is brought to you by Nerds Gummy Clusters, the sweet treat that always elevates the vibe. With a sweet gummy surrounded with tangy, crunchy nerds, every bite of Nerds Gummy Clusters brings you a whole new world of flavor. Whether it's game night, on the way to a concert, or kicking back with your crew, unleash your senses with Nerds Gummy Clusters.
This episode is brought to you by Abercrombie. There's nothing better than the perfect jean and going out top combo, or an outfit that perfectly matches your plans. Abercrombie's relaxed jean goes with every occasion. Date nights with something lace, or daytime with a cozy sweater. And their barrel jean will surprise you. It's the trend that will become a staple in your wardrobe. Abercrombie denim comes in tons of rises, fits, and washes. Find your perfect pair online or in store.
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Let me repeat that. The Eagles are Super Bowl champions, baby. This is the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your Philadelphia Eagles right here on the Eagles Pinpole Podcast Network. I'm your host, Phil Stiefel. Guys, it's Tuesday morning. It's the 11th of February. Sorry I couldn't do a Monday morning overreaction show. I was just gleaming, and I was just so dang happy after that Super Bowl. I couldn't pull myself together to do a recording. So this is my end of the Super Bowl recap for you. As the Philadelphia Eagles, yes, won Super Bowl 59, 40-22 over the Kansas City Chiefs. And let's be honest, it wasn't even that close. The Eagles were up 34-0 in the third before the Chiefs even scored a single point. The Eagles just straight dominated and manhandled the Kansas City Chiefs, the vaunted Kansas City Chiefs, in every aspect of the football game. And there's so many stars to shout out. And that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to shout out each and every major star and contributor to this huge victory. And it starts with the quarterback. I don't want to hear any more hate, any more criticism of our man, Jalen Hurts, who won the Super Bowl MVP by leading this Eagles team to victory. Jalen Hurts did his thing again. 221 yards passing on 17 of 22 attempts, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Was sacked 2 times, and he rushed for 72 yards and a touchdown. So, basically almost 300 total yards, 3 touchdowns. Another stellar performance. He had touchdown passes to A.J. Brown and a huge, beautiful bomb to Devontae Smith in this game. So major, major shout out to Jalen Hurts. Again, as he always says, he had a purpose before you had an opinion. Well, your opinions better change. Because let me tell you something. Jalen Hurts ain't going nowhere. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. The Jalen Hurts, he's just a stud. Just a stud. Offensively speaking, outside of Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley actually was held in check by the really good Chiefs defense. Give it to the Chiefs on something. They did something right. He only had 57 carries. They did stick with Saquon Barkley throughout the game. Despite not running the ball effectively, they still had Saquon carry the ball 25 times for 57 yards, a mere 2.3 yards per carry. He did catch 6 passes for 40 yards out of the backfield. So that was an aspect of his game that we didn't see all year that was utilized a lot in the game. Kenny Gainwell had 6 carries, mostly late in the game for 10 yards. Kenny Pickett had a couple kneel downs. So he got in the box score. Receiving-wise, Devontae Smith, 4 catches, 69 yards. Obviously, the big 46-yard touchdown catch. A.J. Brown had 3 catches for 43 yards and his big touchdown. Jahanna Dotson had a big 27-yard catch, 2 total on the game, but big 27-yard catch early in the football game. Dallas Goedert had a couple catches as well. Johnny Wilson had 1 drop. That is your offensive box score for the Super Bowl, led by Jalen Hurts, your quarterback. So, again, the criticism, whenever you hear somebody criticizing them, and I'm still seeing people on Twitter. I just had somebody a few minutes ago tell me, you put any quarterback in the NFL in that situation, they would have beaten the Chiefs. It's just the hate. I don't even have time for the hate or the disparaging comments on Jalen Hurts anymore. He is just what I said, a stud. Plain and simple. There's no debate about it. All offseason, we'll talk about next year and things we got to do to get back and repeat next year. But there is one constant and one definite for next year, and that's that Jalen Hurts is a stud, and he's our quarterback. Defensively speaking, the Philadelphia Eagles straight dominated the Kansas City Chiefs. I know, it looks like 257 passing yards there for Patrick Mahomes. Xavier Worthy had 157 receiving yards. But let's be honest. They scored 2 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes of the game when the game was already over. Like, completely over. It was 40-6 with 3 minutes left, and the Eagles just said, whatever. You want to start marching up and down the field, go for it. Knock yourself out. But the defense was elite. They held them to under 50 yards rushing total. Patrick Mahomes was actually the leading rusher at 25 yards for the Chiefs. They fell behind. They couldn't run the ball much. So there was a passing game. But even the passing game before the final 2 drives, it was just locked down. I mean, we got 6 sacks on Patrick Mahomes on no blitzes. No blitzes were called by Vic Fangio. They got pressure with their front, just their front guys. Josh Sweat. I know Jalen Hurts won the MVP of this game, and rightfully so. He's the quarterback, led this team. There's an argument to be made that Josh Sweat deserved the MVP award. 6 tackles in this game, 2.5 sacks, 2 tackles for losses, 3 quarterback hits. Josh Sweat, who's a free agent here, is going to get paid. He had 2.5 sacks. Milton Williams had 2 sacks in this game. Also, going to get paid. Jordan Davis had a sack in this game, and Jalex Hunt is going to be an unsung hero in this game. I know he only had 2 tackles, half a sack in this game, all over the place in this game. Jalex Hunt had a phenomenal game, overall. Zach Bond, Oren Burks, they did their job, locking down Travis Kelce and the running game. Quinion Mitchell, obviously. The birthday boy, Cooper DeJean, had his first interception. A pick 6 brought to the house the first ever rookie touchdown on his birthday in Super Bowl history. You got to love to see that. Moro Jomo had a big game. Darius Slade played well. Reed Blankenship, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Jalen Carter. The entire defense was straight on lockdown mode for all but 3 minutes of the game. And when you really look at the team stats, that's where you really see the big picture of this Super Bowl game and why the Eagles won. They held the Chiefs to 3 of 12 on 3rd and 4th downs combined. They gave up a grand total of 275 yards, most of which on those 2 late drives. We won the turnover battle 3-1. We lost the penalty battle. They only had 7 penalties on them, the Chiefs. We had 8 called against us, but we won the time of possession. What did I say? How do you beat the Chiefs? You keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs held the ball for a mere 23 minutes and 2 seconds. That means we had it for 36 minutes and 58 seconds. It's like 3-1 there. No, not quite 3-1, but you get what I'm saying. I'm a little still, even though it's Tuesday, I'm still overjoyed right now. The Eagles just straight dominated. And you know what? We compliment all these players. Let's give a final shout out and compliment to my head coach, your head coach of your Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Sirianni, and all the criticism he faced. All the people that wanted to fire him before the season, during the season, middle of the season. Nick Sirianni led this team the same exact way all year, focusing on details, focusing on team, just focusing on doing things the right way. And here we are, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. The Super Bowl parade will be on Friday, Valentine's Day. So be prepared to tell your wives, your girlfriends, you want to go party down in Broad Street. That's great. Details to follow on that. I'm going to give you, I'm telling everybody, I don't want to hear the disrespect. I don't. But the disrespect is already there because I was getting ready to bring up the box score to record this show. The first thing I see on ESPN isn't the box score. It's next year's preseason power rankings for the NFL. And the Eagles aren't one. They're not two. They're not even three on the power rankings heading into 2025. They're fourth. They literally just won the Super Bowl less than 24 hours ago, and they're already being told that they're the fourth best team going into next year. With the Chiefs 1, the Bills 2, Lions 3. It's boggling in my mind. But you know what? Who cares? Because I'm going to enjoy this victory. I'm going to enjoy my second Super Bowl championship in my lifetime. I'm going to enjoy my third championship, period, in my lifetime as a fan, as a Philadelphia sports fan. So with that being said, we'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what we'll talk about. We'll probably just be still jumping up and down for joy with this Super Bowl victory. We'll get into the offseason. We'll get into free agency. We'll get into the draft as this year goes on. We'll get into Kellen Moore, his replacements, because I'm sure we're going to learn in the next 24 hours that he's taking the Saints job. We'll get into that aspect as well, guys. But for now, we won the Super Bowl, baby. Go Birds and bubbles up.
Pepsid Complete knows that food is one of the best parts of game day. That is, until heartburn strikes. Thankfully, just one chewable tablet of Pepsid Complete provides dual-action heartburn relief with an antacid that starts working instantly and an acid reducer that lasts all day. So you can stay focused on that second helping of chili without worrying about heartburn. All day based on 8-hour symptom relief studies during the day. Use product only as directed.
Sergeant and Mr. Smith, you're gonna love this house.
Bunk beds in a closet?
There's no field manual for finding the right home. But when you do, USAA Homeowners Insurance can help protect it the right way. Restrictions apply.
Since you're new to H&R Block, we'll look at your returns from the last 3 years for any money your last guy might have missed for free.
I could get money back from last year?
You could. We'll find any mistakes.
Could have really used that 2 years ago when I dated that mistake for 5 months.
Don't leave money on the table. Switch to H&R Block and get a free Second Look review. Second Look is included at no additional cost with the purchase of tax preparation. Results vary. All tax situations are different. Fees apply if you have us file an amended return.
The wrongs we must right. The fights we must win. The future we must secure together for our nation. This is what's in front of us. This determines what's next for all of us. We are Marines. We were made for this.
Romance is in the air for Valentine's Day. And when you're ready to pop the question, all you need is the perfect moment to come around. And, of course, the ring. At BlueNile.com, you can find thousands of natural and lab-grown diamonds, plus legendary service from Blue Nile's jewelry experts who can answer every question, help you design a custom ring, and even plan the proposal. So seize the day today. Right now, you can save up to 50% at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com.